It was the darkest part of the underground parking lot, the kind of place where shadows lingered, where echoes felt heavier, and where even a whisper seemed to disappear into the damp concrete walls. I had been down there before, once to help a dog stuck behind a car's engine, another time to pick up an injured pigeon. But this time, I was called by a resident who simply said, "There's a cat. Been down there for months. Looks like a Garfield. I think it needs help." I went down with no expectations. Most cats I met in places like these were feral, distrusting, and quick to run. But what I saw under the flickering fluorescent light stunned me. A pudgy orange cat sat by a broken pillar, his tail curled around his legs, looking straight at me. He didn't bolt. He didn't hiss. Instead, he stood up slowly, as if every movement cost him effort, and walked right up to me, purring softly. His fur was a mess, greasy, matted, and dirty beyond recognition. But the purrs, they were warm, trusting. This wasn't a stray born to the streets. This was a cat who had known human loved ones and had lost it. I knelt down and let him rub his head against my hand. That's when I realized he had no claws, not trimmed, not broken, just gone. His paws were soft and bare, the pads worn down like leather. My heart sank. Someone had taken his claws. Someone had discarded him after doing that. He leaned into my hand like he hadn't felt touch in months. Maybe he hadn't. I pulled out the travel crate I had brought, and to my surprise, he walked in without resistance, as if he knew, as if he'd been waiting. We drove straight to the animal hospital. The vet on duty, a kind woman named Dr. Lin, did a full checkup. She confirmed what I feared. He had severe skin disease, likely from months of neglect, and a high inflammation index. His fur was so tangled and knotted that a full shave was necessary. He also had ear mites, and his ears were caked with black debris. But what broke me was when she said, "He's about 5 years old, unneutered, no microchip." "Do you think he was abandoned?" I asked. She looked at him curled in the towel, purring. "Despite everything, definitely. And not just abandoned. He was mutilated." The words stung. She gave him a medicated bath. The water turned brown from the grime. Then came the shaving. He stayed calm through it all, no hissing, no scratching. Just slow blinks, as if saying thank you. Underneath the mess, he was beautiful. A soft, golden orange tabby with wide amber eyes. I named him Leo. We took him to our rescue center and gave him a room of his own, a soft bed, fresh food, water, and toys. He took to it instantly. That night, I sat with him for hours, and he curled up beside me, resting his head on my knee. The days that followed were gentle. He regained strength. His appetite improved. He loved chin scratches and warm sunlight. Every time I entered his room, he'd run to greet me, tail straight up like a little exclamation mark. But what haunted me was his missing claws. Who would do that to a creature so kind, so harmless? We never found out. But what mattered more was that he was safe now, too. Weeks later, Leo had transformed. His fur had grown in soft and clean. He had put on weight, and his eyes had a spark. He even learned to play again, batting at strings, chasing laser dots, and flopping dramatically on his side when he wanted attention. A family came to visit the center, a mother, father, and their quiet 10-year-old son named Daniel. When Daniel walked into Leo's room, Leo got up, walked over, and pressed his forehead gently against the boy's chest. Daniel started crying. They stayed in that room for over an hour. Daniel didn't speak much, but when they left, he whispered, "Mom, I want him. I want to take care of him." That weekend, Leo went home. Daniel's mom sent us updates. Leo sleeping in Daniel's bed. Leo watching cartoons with him. Leo following him from room to room. And most importantly, Daniel smiling more than ever. Sometimes I still go back to that underground parking lot. I look at the spot where Leo first sat, tail curled, eyes full of longing. He was a forgotten cat with no claws, no home, and no voice. Now, he's a beloved family member, a survivor, a testament that even in the darkest places, light can find its way in. Even a broken Garfield can still purr.